This is Jared Sessions with BoonDocker Performance, here to give you a little rundown on the 2012 Polaris Pro RMK Turbo Kit. As we begin shipments of upgrade kits and turbo kits this year, just kind of give you a little feel on what you might be seeing in your turbo kit or your upgrades or soon to be turbo kits for you guys that don't already have them on order. What I'm going to start with here is our new throttle body adapters. We've added 2 more injectors to our kit this year to allow us to have good fueling and allow us to run higher boost with more horsepower, better throttle response, and more torque in the bottom and mid range. As you can see, all of our components are tubular. We're calling that the torque building system. This here is our torque building air box, hooks to our intakes as such, which allows for that awesome throttle response, that good bottom and mid range, and that extra torque that everybody is hoping to get out of their turbo systems. This here is our intercooler for the 2012 Pro, much anticipated little item that we were trying to get out last year. We've used all of our resources and come up with what we think is the best setup for that. Whether you upgrade later to an intercooler or if you're getting it standard, it attaches to the same throttle bodies as so, and so you could, kind of this new adapter is a universal piece. No more drilling or tapping, just use a little spanner wrench, O-ring fit, locks in a groove, and it's good to go. Our intercoolers are a little special compared to most intercoolers. We use an extruded intercooler rather than a bar and plate. We got about 40% more surface area for cooling, and we get about 30% more flow. Here on the bottom tank, we've got a stamped piece, no more walls, boxes that people are used to be seeing. We've got the same torque building tubes coming out of this thing, so we've got good airflow without air bouncing around trying to find its way to where it's going. In all of our 2012 turbo kits, you're going to get a couple different options for your air intake. This here is our standard under the hood air intake. It's going to be one of those no pluggage, deep snow, always has air to draw from, so you're always going to have throttle response and no pluggage of your air intake. New for this year, we've also going to come with a cold air intake extension pipe. What this allows you to do is to run your filter outside the hood, drawing fresh cold air all the time. These air filters are really soft, really strong, but so when you're in the trees bashing around, you're not going to get the things tore up or broken off, as they are flexible and made to withstand the backcountry rider. So moving on to the electronics end of things, what's allowed us to make this Pro really cool, really drivable with this pump gas. Gas is getting really hard to find good fuel, so we come up with these timing modules. What this does is plug directly in line between your stator and your ECU, and it pulls timing progressively. We make them in a 1, a 2, and a 3 degree retard based on RPM, so you don't have any lack of throttle response or bottom end when pulling timing, because we don't pull it until the RPMs come up. New for this year, as electronics advance, we have our electronic boost controller, which is 100% altitude compensating. Once you set it to a specific boost and you're building a specific horsepower, as you increase in elevation, it will automatically turn the boost up. As you come down, it will turn the boost down, allowing for complete control and clutching and fueling, so you maintain the same horsepower no matter where you're at all elevation and weather conditions. Our EBCs are TPS smart, which allows us to have really smooth mid-range and bottom end drivability in the trees. Our racers, everybody loves this new TPS smart EBC. What it does is control boost based on throttle position, so you're not over boosting in the mid-range. New for last year, we came out with the 3D programming for our control boxes. Huge, all 2012 models will have 3D programming, the Skidoo, the Arctic Cat, and the Polaris. The technology is advanced, giving us precise control over the injectors at every RPM range and every throttle position throughout. Some of the cool little things that BoonDocker does is the Pro especially has not a very good power source. Not a lot of power available to run accessories and electronic components. We've come up with this component here, which is a a power converter. We call it our fan booster board. So we plug into the AC power, take it, convert it to DC power, and now we have enough power to run our fan. So we're not putting an overload on the system, so you can expect good reliability and no extra wear or load on your stator or your electronics. So just a few things that BoonDocker has to offer this year, and can't wait to see you on the snow. If you don't got your turbo kit on order, better get one soon.